I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. What are you struggling with today? Work. What do you need to look at? Rest. What's coming in for you? New money. I kind of feel like this one wanted to come out too, right? Success in a business, success with money. Gaining something that you've been wanting, right? Is there something that you've been wanting, that you've been working towards? You know, purchasing like that new outfit, new shoes, purse, car, house, right? Something materialistic that you finally achieve. I'm trying to see, is that shaking the table? Is it too close? I don't think it is. All right. What are you struggling with? Work. Work. We all struggle with work, right? Nobody really wants to work. Three of Wands, Empress, and King of Swords. It could be that you're struggling with starting a new job, right? Something that you want to do for the long term, or growing within a current position or a job that you're within your career. Like you're having trouble figuring out, where do I go from here? I feel like maybe you're feeling that it's stagnant. Could be with your finances. You feel like you're not getting anywhere, that you're just kind of living paycheck to paycheck, and that you're not really saving anything. It could be that you're struggling with that. It also could be that you're struggling with your job. You're feeling like, I just don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I don't feel like I'm advancing. I don't feel like I'm moving on. All right. I feel like this one too. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So I feel like you're struggling with that. We all struggle with that. We all start to question ourselves. We all start to decide, okay, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Do I see that I want to do this long term? Do I feel like I'm growing? Do I feel like I'm, really achieving things? Like I said, it also could be with your budget and your finances. Is that something that you need to readjust? What you need to look at is, we have the Four of Swords. I kind of wanted to put that Ten of Cups out there. We have the Chariot, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups. I feel like it's almost like you're holding yourself back from new career opportunities or job opportunities. And it could be that you're holding yourself back from your finances because, it's like, did you take that time to make that budget? And are you following your budget? Right? Sometimes we're like, well, I'm feeling sad, so I think I'm going to go buy myself a new outfit, right? Or that something goes on sale at your favorite store and you want to buy it, and you're like, oh, I really don't have the money for that, but that would make me happy. But then that's just a temporary fulfillment. And then it's like, oh boy, now I have to make up for all of that money, right? Is that something that you need to look at? But also for your career or your job, or moving towards your Ten of Cups, do you really feel like that's what you're working towards? And is it something that you need to kind of look at, okay, let me take a break, let me stop here, and let me see, what are those things that I can change? And are there some challenges, right? Are you talking yourself out of it? Like, are you kind of holding yourself back from a career change, or starting your own business, or doing something different, or moving forward with something? Like, I feel like the opportunity is there, and maybe you haven't taken it because you're looking at this volcano here and you're like, no, that seems too challenging. I don't want to do that. I don't want to commit to that. Are you having trouble committing to something? Future energies that are coming in for you, I feel like you're finally able to achieve your goals. And why is that? Because we have the Death card, where you're able to let go of this over here, this Five of Cups, of saying I can't, right? And finding reasons to not make things happen, not finding reasons to not go after your goals, or start looking into things. And I feel like this also brings in transformation and change, but it brings in new opportunities. This is something that you have to find that balance. If there's something that you want to have happen, if there's something that you want to do, and it doesn't have to be that you have to either be all in or all out. I feel like it's something that you could do as a side hustle, right? It's something that you could do on the side, that you could start researching it and saying, okay, I'm going to put in an hour a week, right? And to kind of make that schedule and say, I'm going to have an hour and I'm going to spend time on my budget, right? Or I'm going to, if that has to do with your finances, or I'm going to spend that hour researching advancements in my career, in my job, or starting a new business. Finding that compromise in that time as to this is something that's important to you because it's that 10 of Cups energy and it makes you feel good, and being able to find that time to enjoy that and to focus on that, because that's what energizes you and pushes you forward and pushes you in this energy over here of this Ace of Pentacles and the World. And the Seven of Cups is looking at that opportunity, not being overwhelmed by it, because definitely when we want to try new things, we get overwhelmed by it. And then that makes us, this is too much. There's too much going on. When we take in too much information sometimes, if we look at it as a whole, that it's like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do that, right? But if we break it down into smaller pieces and we say, okay, what are those things that I can let go of? What are those things that I can focus on? Because I love this card here because we have the 2 cups and then we have this beautiful pear tree, which is right behind him, which he doesn't even see because he's so busy focusing on what didn't happen. He's not looking at what can happen and what will happen, right, for what's coming in for him. And when we realize that, because this is right behind that, right? That 10 of Cups, that emotional fulfillment and feeling happy. Sometimes those littlest changes can help us to see, okay, I got to try this and I got to do this. I got to work on it, right? Because you're having trouble working on it. You're having trouble growing. You're having trouble figuring out, is this what I want to do for the long term? What is it that you do want to do in the long term? What is it that you feel you can dedicate yourself to? Are you talking yourself out of things? Are you finding reasons not to do something? What you need to do is you need to figure out, how do I make time for it, right? What do I got to let go of? What are the things that are how am I holding myself back, and how do I change that? Right? Asking yourself those questions and looking at those things. Look at that. No place like home just flipped over. And that's that feeling secure within your own skin and your own actions, your own choices, making the choices that are right for you and feeling comfortable and saying, yeah, I really am looking out for myself, right? That I'm making the choices that are best for me. That sometimes they're tough choices. Sometimes they're tough decisions, but feeling that comfort within yourself, right? And saying, yeah, this is really what I want to do, and this is what I want to pursue, and this is what I want to go after, and I'm going to make this happen. 3rd chakra, and that is the 3rd chakra is the solar plexus, solar chakra, and that represents increased enthusiasm, right? That is here, or it's on the way, that it's coming towards you. And why are you getting excited? Because you're handling this situation, that you're feeling comfortable in your own skin, that you're making time to focus on those things that are important to you. You have focus, you have purpose, and you go for it, right? Because that's what this is this solar chakra, is go for it. If there's something that you want to do and you want to achieve, go for it. Don't make excuses to not. Don't look at what's not going to happen. Don't look at, all my failed attempts before with that. Well, that was just learning. What can you learn from that? But now, right, just making that little turn, you can see all of those rewards, because it's more rewarding when you go after those things that you enjoy and that you like to do, right? It's more rewarding to do those things rather than just giving up. And even though it can be challenging, I say don't give up. Unless you seriously know that this is something you can't do. But I feel like this is something that you've been wanting to do. I feel like or this could open doors to new ideas and doing things. Okay, so I did that and I did that. Okay. All right, so I did everything. Sorry, my battery is about ready to die, so I'm focused on that. Anyways, don't give up. Embrace that 3rd chakra, that solar chakra, right? That increased enthusiasm, and focus on positive things, an outcome, and go for it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.